Hello and welcome to our next video. Today I am going to do a little different video. I am first going to wish you all a happy new year. Today is January 1st, and today I'm going to talk about tier lists. I got this idea last night, and I thought, since the year is over and we are going to see Kombat X 2 this year, I am going to talk about tier list. I made this list where I looked all the characters and all the variations and then divided them into S plus S, A plus A, B and C categories. What I did, I just took an average of one character. For example, if one character has one very good variation and other not that good, the average would come down, although with one variation one character can be really good. So let's get on with the tier list. My first S plus I am going to start with an S plus category. Sorry. My first S plus character is Tanya. Tanya is one character that I haven't played yet, but no matter how you look at this character, she has everything she needs. And one big part when making decision like dividing characters into tiers is thinking about bad matchups. What bad match do they have, and how many bad matchups, and how bad are they getting in gameplay wise. And Tanya is the first character that I thought of that is definitely an S plus character. She is S plus because of the Kobu Jutsu, and here is the sad part, that Tanya has been nerfed, or I don't know, normalized a couple of times already, and yet she still is insanely good. And Kobu Jutsu has this special move that you can do 3 times, and you can delay the move if you want to, creating an insane frame trap, so your opponent constantly has to guess. Also his back 1 has several hits, so it can break armor, and since you are constantly blocking trying to guess what she can do, she has a low starting string that's positive or safe, so that's bad. And special move wise, she has teleport that can get out of her from absolutely any situation, that can get her into when any situation she wants. And she has low and overhead special move with armor, and that kind of tells you the whole thing you need to know, since the low special move will give you a full combo punish after, and that is insanely good character. So I don't really have that much respect for Kobu Jutsu players. It kinda seems, you are just doing this one move that she is doing on the screen right now, and that's pretty much the whole gameplay here. Pyromancer is underused for some reason. I don't know really why. She has insane screen control. She can pretty much cover the most of the screen. You can't really avoid most of these fireballs because of her teleport. She can be in a lot of places in a very fast time. Naginata can be punished, but the range this variation has is insane. Pretty much most of the things cover 2/3 of the screen, and some of these will actually cover full screen, so that's a character variation that's not even funny. So my first pick for S plus tier in 2005, at the end of the 2015, is Tanya. The second S tier character is Kung Lao, and here's the actual kicker, because Kung Lao is so good character, There's really not any tournaments or like much tournaments you can watch that doesn't have a Kung Lao. And after the patch where they added the hat orbit, that you can actually make the hat orbit into a string, this is the fun. This is where the fun started, because it's actually so much positive now that you can create so many strings in so many situations that you can get away from Kung Lao. And this little thing here are something that kills pretty much all armors and keeps you in your place. So I don't know, there is not really much you can do. Kung Lao does have a problems. First problem is that he doesn't have fast normal. This is his fastest normal, and it's 9 frame if I remember correctly, and his main tools can be punished, so you have to be careful. But you know, where he is unbeatable, you cannot jump on Kung Lao because of this move here. Although it doesn't have a priority, it's a 7 frame startup, and you can constantly, and you can get a small combo after it, so it's like pretty much 25% guaranteed meterless, or you can always use the EX version and get a 30+ combo. So damage wise, Tempest is his best variation, and doesn't really take a lot to see all the great things he has, like down 4, and you can actually run in for a grab, and that is insane. So you have so many tools with Kung Lao, and he pretty much has answer for everything. He can teleport, he can make a dive kick, so, and also he has like the like maybe the best aerial hit in this game is his hat, and the range is constantly underestimated. How far this hat actually can reach. So he is definitely an S+ tier character, and I'm thinking he is the best character in the game. Although yes, hat trick isn't that good variation. I would say hat trick is an S or A+ variation, but Basso and Tempest are both S+ and beyond. That on average this character is insane in many ways. But you know, he's not the easiest character in the game, so you know, you actually have to work for your damage and for your like wins. But if you get handle on the Kung Lao, then you know you are pretty much set and done. Pretty much you only lack a fast normals, but you have 7 frame startup EX move that you can always turn into a combo whenever you want. So this is my second pick for an S tier is a Kung Lao. Now let's move on. The third S tier character is Tremor. Tremor is a the second DLC in the S+, and Tremor takes time. Tremor is the newest character in this game, and people are still trying to figure him out, but he has so much tools, so it's so hard to shut him down. He does lack a fast armored move. This is his fastest armored move, but Kung Lao and Liu Kang and Scorpion Ninjutsu and Tanya and some others can break this easily. But what he has is this little thing here, and this don't go away. So once the stone is on the screen, it will stay there, and your opponent will have to deal with it. And it has so long hit recovery, so you can actually like combo into it. He has so many zoning tools. This one has insane stagger, so once again you can just run in, and once you actually run in, you are guaranteed a 13% damage, which cannot be prevented if you're knocked down hard. And of course this one here that everybody loves, and Aftershock low, and 37% gone. Pretty much you didn't do anything. So Tremor isn't really like that hard of the character to actually play. Most things he has are just like repeating your patterns, but he has so many tools in like for whatever things you need. His down 3 is actually plus on block, and his forward 1 is 6 frame startup normal. So these are things that are not to maybe messed with. So like this is like really fast. I'm not a Tremor specialist. I think I did play Tremor when he came out, and I did make a few combo videos, but Tremor doesn't have a bad variation. Aftershock and Crystalline are his main variations. Crystalline has more damage potential, he has better wake up, armored move, and he also has a free armor, and also he has extra cancel, so you can do more cancels with him. So that's my third pick for an S plus tier character. My fourth pick for S plus character is Quan. You know, mainly he is here mainly because of Summoner. I'm guessing there is not a MKX player that doesn't hate to play against Summoner. Summoner has pretty much the same thing that Cyrax had in MK9, like a touch of death, and you can pretty much do these different loops with this character, and your opponent pretty much cannot do anything. He has to suspect, and you can go from 50/50s into 50/50, and he has insane damage output as well. So in offensive wise, I'm thinking that Quan Summoner might be the best character in this game. He has lows, he has overheads, and he can be safe whenever he chooses to be safe. So there are so many options that you can use with this character that it's actually not even like funny how good this character actually is. And he is one of my favorite characters as well, but I kinda don't like to play with him because he's Quan. So there are like people don't really like this way of gaming, and he's maybe a little bit too easy, to be honest. Things he can do are a little bit easy, and damage are low, like high for for him, and he has incredible zoning as well because of this bat here, and he can do so many things so fast, and you can go like full screen, high damage so easily. There are like so many things, but Summoner isn't the only variation he has. He also has Sorcerer and Warlock variations as well. Sorcerer is I'm thinking his worst variation, but you know, Quan Chi's worst variation is still S plus variation. So Quan Chi is actually the only character in this list that has all 3 variations as an S plus variations. That means that he's just that good of the character. His biggest problem is that he doesn't have an armored wake up. So when you are either Sorcerer or when you are Summoner, you are screwed when you get into corner, and you have to play against pretty much most of the cast that can pressure you to death, because all you have is this armor move that's bad. It armor has only when you're going down, it can broken easily, and when you're just falling down, you are just falling down. So you can be anti-air with pretty much any move in this game. But you have Warlock. Warlock has a very fast wake up cat that will turn into a combo, and this will give you a guaranteed mix-up. You can either go for a new combo, or you can just, you know, grab, and that gives you 12% extra damage from, you know, whatever situation you actually want. So Quan Chi is just that good of the character that if you learn Quan Chi, you don't really need to know any other character. You can counter pick just by changing the variation, and that's pretty much your whole deal. You can zone people. They really need to look out, and when they're not ready, you can just go in. Although yes, if you are blocked, you are in a bad situation. But Quan Chi is still one of the best characters in this game. So if you are looking a character to master, this is a way to go. Now let's see what's our last S plus character. My last S plus character is maybe not so expected actually. It's Liu Kang. I'm sure that a lot of people don't agree with this choice, because you know it's a Liu Kang, but Liu Kang has all 3 variations that are extremely good. Dragon's Fire being his best, of course, because of his cancels, his run cancels, and Dragon's Fire doesn't really need any meter to pressure you, and it pretty much lies on the stamina, and if you don't block, or if you just get blocked too long, and they will grab you and they will get all the stamina back, and it all starts again. Back 1 is armor breaker, so if you want to do an armor wake up, this will break your move, and Liu Kang will make you block low, and the moment you block low, he will get a free, pretty much unblockable overhead, and it will guarantee you that you will be just blocking and blocking and blocking, and it's so hard to get away. And of course, his down 2 is fast, and maybe the best down 2 in the whole game. And considering how aggressive he is, he has insane zoning possibilities as well. So and the moment you miss like something that Liu Kang is doing, he can come in with a full combo punish, and that's something that you shouldn't take lightly. And that's pretty much Liu Kang. Although Flame Fist doesn't have a run cancels, but Flame Fist, you know, as you know, he has insane chip potential, and if you try to zone with Flame Fist, then it's 10% per low fireball. And you know, since this move is great anti-air as well, being an high, you can keep you away for a long time, and if you're not ready, he will just punish you in a matter of seconds. So this is like character that needs more love. Yes, he is hard. I mean, he's so much harder than Quan Chi. Quan Chi is easy in button pressing wise, I mean, but like trying to play Dualist or Flame Fist or Dragonfire, you need to press a lot of buttons fast and accurately, and you need to be good. And if you're good with pressings, then this character can be amazing. And we have seen some new players that just make Liu Kang look invincible, and it's insane how hard it can be to play against this character. And Liu Kang doesn't really have a bad matchup, so you can just use this character against pretty much whoever you want. So let's move on to an S tier list. The first choice in S tier is Jax. Biggest problem with Jax is that in the mid-screen game, Jax relies on pokes pretty much only. He doesn't have a great mid-screen game. He is unstoppable in the corners, but his pokes are pretty much his main tool. And if you're not playing heavy weapons that can run cancel his rocket launcher, you have to work so much harder to get things done. The wrestler, in my opinion, he's his best variation because of the tech throws that keep you guessing in so many ways. Just a little behind his heavy weapons with his run cancels and, you know, his 50-50s, but his damage in the middle screen and his drop rates aren't like that good. So I just don't see Jax being or winning any big tournaments yet. Although yes, Jax heavy weapons and wrestler can be seen, I'm guessing, like in top 16, top 32 in tournaments, but that's pretty much how high as they go. Bumped up isn't like his that good of the isn't that good variation, but you still have to love his like variationless gameplay. So he is definitely an S tier character, but he has problems, and these problems, especially if you go against like Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Quan Chi, whatever, you are starting to feel these problems. So our next S tier character is Cassie. Now Cassie Cage is as annoying character as they come. His best variation by far is Hollywood. Hollywood is S plus variation. Don't get me wrong, it's just that good. In average, she is losing in Brawler and in Spec Ops. She is like the master of 50-50s and guaranteed mix-ups. So once you get caught in Hollywood's mix-ups, you are in a guessing town. You have to guess her next moves, and she can always get away with the backflip. And in Hollywood, you have to deal with his gunshots in the air, His EX gunshots and his Nutcracker, in my knowledge, is invincible. So you can't actually break her Nutcracker move, and Nutcracker will guarantee her a new mix-up, and that's something you really don't want to, and it's really hard to get away from even an average Hollywood Cassie player, and that's why she is so high on this game. Spec Ops takes her a little bit down, although Spec Ops is pretty much similar to Tremor, and he's overhead stone, but Spec Ops loses some of things that makes her so good. Brawler is her easiest variation. Damage wise, you can get decent damage from the tech throws, and her anti-air move, the anti-air grab, the air grab, but she doesn't have the guaranteed mix-up, so you have to work so much harder to make her work. So that's the next S tier character. Now the third S tier character is Predator. Predator was my favorite character for some time when it came out, but I soon learned that he had problems, and his biggest problem is that he's lacking a great armor wake up. No, I'm not saying that his armor to jump in isn't bad, because if people mess it up, this move here will guarantee you a lot of damage. And down 4 is by far the maybe the best down 4 in the game. The range and the way it pushes back. So if you're like playing Hunter, this is the way you can actually like push your opponent into your trap. And the lasers, of course. The insane like corner pressure and laser cancels. And of course 3 lasers down, 3 lasers up, and straight forward, which will break armors and will keep your opponent away. And zoning wise, I'm guessing this character might be the best zoner in the whole game, even better than Genji, and that is bad, because Genji's whole point is to zone people, and then have this really aggressive, high damaging character that can do insane damage, just like zone you out, and that's a problem. And range wise, he's average, but the problem is that when you get stuck into corner with Predator, you are getting into the same problems as Quan, because you don't have a fast armor move. You will have this move, but it's actually so long in its startup that you will probably get it broken by a hard pressure game. His two best variations, Hish 10 and Hunter, are pretty much the same. They are both like nice S-tier variations. So Predator is a great character. He is a tournament character as well. So you just need to play a little bit conscious and just make sure that you don't get stuck into the corner with Predator. But the good thing is that his jumping takes full screen, it goes through the projectile, and it has a full armor, so it pretty much guarantees you a lot of stuff. So that's Predator, and he is our or my next pick for an S tier character. Now let's go for a next character. The next S tier character is Sub-Zero. The biggest reason why Sub-Zero is so high here on this list is Grandmaster. Grandmaster, in my opinion, is an S plus variation. This thing here, this stupid clone, is something that will give give you so much headache, and once you are in the corner, like here, then it's done. You don't really have that much of options, and then you have this 50-50 that you can that you have to just keep on guessing, and you don't really know is it a either low starter or you know what it is, and that is actually safe as well. And from that situation you can go for, I don't know, so many things. Sub-Zero other variations aren't that good as a Grandmaster variation, so this is pretty much the reason why you see Grandmaster on bigger tournaments. Cryomancer has damage, easy damage, high damage, and you can do a lot of things with Cryomancer, but his second best variation is Unbreakable. Unbreakable has 4-frame move. It's like parry that's low and high and at the same time, and it will give you a full combo punish, and it doesn't really scale that much. So, and also he has armor that takes away chip damage, and it can act pretty much like cancel as well. So he has a lot of tools to be playing around with. So this is not a joke character to take lightly. Cryomancer is his easiest because although Cryomancer has this overhead armor and cold-blooded string, it's not really hard to keep Sub-Zero away. Yes, slide can cover most of the screen, and if you whiff the slide, you can pretty much get the guaranteed a crossover jump, but it can be expected that this move, and you can just plan for it to happen. So that's my next move for I'm sorry, that's not my next pick for an S tier character. I have 2 more characters in this S tier. Then it's Retpile. Retpile I chose here because he has all 3 variations that are, in my opinion, equally good variations. Maybe the Noxious one being the less mix-uppy, let's say it like that, because Deception and Nimble will give you more hard time than Noxious. Although yes, Noxious will take constant damage, but it takes so little. It takes like 5 seconds to take out the 1%, just by being there. So it really doesn't do that much good. While Nimble, as we saw in ESL, can make so much difference that it just makes you go wow. And Deception just loses sight of Retpile, and then it's done because he has all these wake ups, all these mix ups, lows and highs, and although his damage isn't the greatest in the game, it's not really that bad as people say, because you can get like meterless 30% without pretty much doing that much actually. And in my opinion, that is good. That is good character. And then you have this string that people just aren't ready for. It just somehow just like drops in. He has mix up, he has great frames, he is plus on so many things. He can mix up with like the fastest special move in the game, full screen, as a wake up that guarantees you a combo, and you can even do a an armored overhead move that will also go into a combo. So yes, Retpile is insanely cool character in this game. It just takes time to learn how to play him, like to control the space on the screen, constantly keeping the balls on the screen, and there we go. That's pretty much how Retpile goes, and that's my pick for an S tier character. The last pick in S tier, I would say, is Johhny Gage. He is pretty much here because of the A-list variation. A-list variation has cancels, and as we all know, cancels mean so much that the guessing game goes way beyond. Yes, I know that it doesn't have a low starter, so you can always start high, but his 1-1 has recovery insanely fast. If you go to the move list and check, 1-1 has recovery 7 frames. It has 7 frames recovery. So from this point, your opponent can go low and then just, you know, go either for a combo, or he can just, you know, fake it out and pretty much go for an instant overhead because you are trying to park this low, and that's all you need with Johhny Gage. And I have played against some good Johhny Gages, and I'm sorry, but this is bad. He can get in full screen with this move here. He has projectiles as well, high, and they are both mid, so you can't duck from this. You have to block this, and that's his best variation. I would say that it might like be even like S plus variation, because of like down 4 is just so good, but because he has other variations like fist cuffs and the stunt double that don't do so good, you have to work so much harder to get in, and their projectiles are high as well, so you can duck their projectiles, you can duck their gigs, and that's where the problems begin. And he has bad matchups, so yeah, S there is pretty much his highest at the moment. I'm thinking it might be a little bit generous as well, but you know, A list is really good variation. So let's now move on to A plus variation, and here we find a Shinnok. Shinnok are somewhat a weird character. He has 3 totally different variations. He doesn't have a lot of strings. He pretty much have like, I don't know, 7 strings, and those strings aren't that good. There are all negative strings. He doesn't have a plus string, not a single one. But how he works is that he has 2 insanely good normals. He has down 4 and forward 4. Forward 4 is low normal that you can combo into it, and it has 7 frame startup, and I'm not kidding, it has 7 frame startup. So when you play Bone Shaper, just like getting hit by a forward 4, and it acts like punish because it's 7 frame startup, you can get full combo punish into a setup, so you can get stuck into Vortex, and pretty much that makes the game. Making Bone Shaper is best variation in my opinion. Not far behind is Impostor, because Impostor damage buff and stealing a move can change the game in 1 second, and since it's a guaranteed mix-up for Shinnok, he can either go low, overhead, or he can grab, and that's insane because grab actually takes 16% out of the damage buff, and the damage buff gives him so many damage opportunities that one guy like did 70% online against, so he can do a lot of damage in this variation. His worst variation is Necromancer, and pretty much because of this variation he is A plus and not an S tier character. It's a great sewing tool, but I haven't seen this variation used to its full potential yet. Maybe one day somebody will figure out how to use this variation, but till then, I'm sorry Shinnok, but that's as high as you can go in my opinion. The next A+ character is Kitana. Although Kitana is insanely good, she is buffed several times and nerfed several times. She can get so high damage so easily. It's usually for free, or just like with one bar you can do like 45% of damage. All her variations are decent. She doesn't have a bad variation, but she has bad matchups, and she doesn't have an overhead. She has a normal overhead, back 2 I think, but she doesn't have an overhead, so you don't really have to block high against her, and that's pretty much her biggest problem. But she has so many tools that she is one character not to be messing around with. She is the ultimate zoner in this game, in a way, because if you get hit by her fans, she can pretty much go in and get so much damage out of you getting hit. So there's a rule: don't jump against Kitana. It's just stupid. Don't do it. My next pick in A+ category or tier list category is Kotal Khan. I know that some people, think that he should be higher on this list, but Kotal Khan has problems. Yes, he does have he does have a lot of tools. He is the master of manipulating all the meter bars and life bars in this game. He can do so much great things with these things and make your life hard. But in the end, he is not that great of the character. Yes, you can like do 21% with uppercut. If you do bad damage buffs, you can do the Sun God very easy combos that like every player in this game can do, except me, of course, right now, and they will do a lot of damage. But his biggest problem is that he doesn't have a pretty much zoning tools, and then you have to work hard to get in next to your opponent. Blood God doesn't have any armored wake up, and I mean any. Blood God has this grab here, but it's a grab and it doesn't work as well as you might think it works. But Sun God does have a block strings like this one here and this one here, and that makes Sun God some variation that you don't really want to be near with. War God has 50-50s into 50-50s, but most of these can be armor too, and you will get full punishes. For example, like Kung Lao, 7 frames full combo punish EX move. And Blood God, although he has totems that can keep him alive for a long time, keep you trouble, have you troubled so many things, but you can just corner Blood God, and then the problem begins with Blood God. And that's the reason why Kotal Khan is an A+ tier on the tier chart, or I don't know, whatever you like to call it. So next character in this list is Kano. Kano is one of my own favorite characters. I played in ESL few weeks with Kano, and Kano shines in many ways. Of course, his best variation is Cutthroat. He has cancel that buffs you. He has overhead. He has slow. He has damage potential beyond the you can beyond your imagination. He can go like 70% into corner. He has two different cancels. Then he has plus frames on pressure. He can do so many things. But Kano doesn't handle pressure well himself because Cutthroat doesn't have a great wake up. Best wake up has Cybernetic, has the best wake up in the game, but Cybernetic doesn't have a single overhead move, not a single one, and same problem is for Commando. They both don't have not a single overhead move, and with Commando you actually have to parry your opponent's moves and you have to guess it's either low or a high mid move, and that's a problem. Although Cybernetic is one of the best like zoners with projectiles because you know it's so fast, it's mid and it builds a meter up really fast, but not having an overhead will be a problem at some point in whatever matchup you are playing against, and Kano has bad matchups as well. My next pick for A+ is Takeda. Takeda could actually be an S tier character, but because of this stupid variation here, Lasher, he is not that high. Ronin is now his best variation in my opinion, but if you get going, then Shiryu has like the summoner type of vortex that is really hard to get out, but that needs a meter to get going. But if it gets going, then the low overhead teleport combos are insane, and damage in Shiryu is also insane. Well, Ronin as well, because you can get 50% without any like hard trouble. But the speed of Ronin, the pressure game of Ronin, and the guessing overhead lows are really good. I'm sorry, but Lasher, there's really nothing to say about. I'm guessing Lasher might be the worst variation, or like one of the worst variations in this game, and I am guessing it might get some kind of buffs in the near future. Next pick in this variation list is Dvora. Although I don't play Dvora myself, she has great tools. We have seen Honeybee play Dvora and kick so much ass that it's insane. Swarm Queen, of course, is her best variation because she has cancels and she has great frame data. Actually, she has great special moves, and you know she has a lot of great tools. She has range. Her tentacle doesn't have a hurt box as well, so she can do a lot of damage, a lot of great things with her moves. Broadmother is her worst one. It requires setups, but it lacks speed, so I don't know if that variation can be used to its full potential yet. Maybe someday somebody will figure out how to use that variation, but as of this moment it's not that good, and that's the reason why that variation drags her down in the overall list. The Venomous variation is her second best variation, of course, and it's great online, especially because it's really hard to react to the end of the I don't know, the bug burst, or I don't know how to say it, because you can extend it by holding down the button, but if you release the button early, the burst will end sooner. But it's hard to react to that move, especially online. So this is one of her online variations. But Swarm Queen, of course, is her main variation that people actually use, and she's good. She's good character. She's not that hard. She gets pretty decent damage, and she's some body that people should give a little bit maybe more time. And in my opinion, he is the best new original character in this game. Although people like Aaron Black, I really think that Dvora is the best new original character in the game or in the story. So my next, and I'm guessing my last pick in this A+ character is Ferrator. I know that people don't think that Ferrator is that great of a character, but I think he is, and people are now starting to realize it. I have been a big fan of Ferrator for a long time. He has a lot of gimmicks and pretty much a lot of things that you can do to troll people. But what he has, he has 3 very good variations. Ruthless being his best one, and that's because of his cancels. You can cancel, and it's 22% damage into a new setup. So your opponent will have to guess. You can go either overhead or you can go low, and since that overhead is -2, and if you throw away Ferra, you get a 6 frame down 1, which just means that your opponent has only 8 frames to actually punish you after the hit, after the block, or if they get this one, then they have only 7 frames. But you can always just cancel and go into either a new setup, or you can just go for insane the damage that Ferrator has, like 50 plus X-ray. Ferra also has a 50-50 mix-ups. He has low that will give a full combo punish. He has overhead that also gives a full combo punish. He has gimmicks like this one here. He has projectiles that is overhead or low 9 and 10%. They will eat other projectiles. If they will go through pretty much all status alignments. He has insane NGP, and you know, he has a lot of tools. His grab is far. I mean, that takes from far away, and that tech grab, as you just saw, it just grabs you from that distance that you're not actually waiting to be grabbed, and that's the story here. But he has bad matchups, and that's the problem, that he's not higher in this list. Although people put him so much more down because his movement speed is so bad, and his down and his uppercut is worse in the game. How much it has? Not 19 frame startup, like three times as much as Liu Kang, and you can pretty much like uppercut anything. But this move here, that down 1 and that range, you can just like pressure your opponent with that down 1 alone, because they won't reach you, and you can grab them from that distance, guaranteeing you at least another down 1 move. And if they block, for example, if they block, you can always go in and do this one here, and that is bad. Yep, this is what Lucky does. And Lucky has also this great armor move that cannot be broken. This armor cannot be broken. You can shoot it 10 times if you want to, he will still keep running, and that run is only -6, so you know, it's safe. You can block if you want, because they really can't like do anything, and it pushes the opponent away from you. So you can end combo like this, and you know, get a new setup. So Ferrator is great character. He is underused. People don't use him that much. He doesn't have a lot of tools. You pretty much have to gimmick a lot. You have to use mind games a lot, grab a lot, because he has best grab in my opinion in the game. It has reach beyond any other character in this game. So I'm guessing we have reached to the end of the A plus list. Now let's move on to the A list. I am trying to speed up the list. It gets so long. The first here is Milena. Milena's best variation is piercing by far. Her back 1-2 is insanely good. It will give so much 50-50 options because her EX roll is overhead starter, so you can play mind games with your opponent with this variation, and she has so much free damage that there is not really messing around with. But the problem is with Milena, if you take risks and they don't pan out, you will get punished hard. She has so many moves that can be punished so hard that's the reason why she is the first one in my A tier list. She is still good character. She can win tournaments, but you have to work so much harder. Ethereal here is, in my opinion, her most undiscovered variation. She has some, care tools, but somebody really needs to learn and show the world how this should be played. We have seen these two being played into great potential, but this one will beat the punch. So let's move on. The next next character in the A section is Kang Jin. Kang Jin has all the tools he needs, but he doesn't have anything that others don't have. His biggest problem is he has so high startups. So you need to be careful with playing Kang Jin, but his reach is insane, and while playing against Kang Jin you really need to look out for his range, because he can go into combos from range and he has easy combos. His first variation is Pojutsu. It's the most used variation online, of course, because of his easy combos, but it's his first variation and it has so many negatives, so just blocking anything will gives you so easy and so much time to punish him, so that I don't really recommend Pojutsu outside of online pretty much to anybody. You can get away with so many things online that you don't get away offline, so it's pretty much like an online variation. Ancestral might be his best one if it doesn't if they would take away that stupid timer thing that it has. That has bothered me from the first day I made this game. When I played the game first, this was the first character that I wanted to play with. I wanted to play Ancestral, but his stun arrow that makes the whole variation, it can be low, it can be high, it can be a lot of things, and he can shoot from the air down to you, so it had so many potential to be insanely good variation, mixing up his overhead and low game with a low special that can stun. Seemed like insanely good idea when I realized that it has timer, which is stupid. So I had to actually constantly keep reactivating it before I can actually use it, and that's something that takes this variation down. His best variation then, since this one is fallen off, is Shaolin. Shaolin with his low chakras, chakram, and high EX chakram can make so much difference in this game that it's insane. I just recently started to learn this variation as well. I am trying to make another video, new Let's Play Online video with this Shaolin variation. It's this variation sounds cool, and I'm thinking it has a lot of potential. It has so many great mix-up and combo opportunities and so many tools that this makes Kang Jin so much better character. Now let's move on. The next character in the A list is Ermac. I don't really like Ermac. In my opinion, Ermac is a stupid character, but I can see his potential. His best variation, of course, is Master of Souls, because Master of Souls has so many free damage opportunities, and the Soul Ball, his mid move, and it can catch you, and it keeps you frozen longer than Sub-Zero's ice. And I'm not kidding, it keeps you frozen longer. Damage with this variation is insane. With one bar you can do 45% easy, and these combos are not even hard. He has great down 3 move that has so much hit advantage that it pretty much guarantees you next mix up. It can be either a low or an overhead starter, so it's a guessing game. Although yeah, he doesn't have a fast startups and he doesn't have a good frame data, he is still a great character. He can do soul ball from the air, he has teleport, he can disappear, you know, he has things in his arsenal that he can use. But you know, like with other Vortex characters, his special moves are negative, highly negative, and they can be punished with full combos. Mystic is not that discovered, because Mystic loses a lot of tools that makes this Master of Souls variation good. So Mystic is by far his worst variation and might be one of the worst variations in the entire game. Spectral, after the last buffs, are now becoming actually pretty good. Damage are now in high 40s. He's much harder to play than Master of Souls, but he gets ability to fly and aerial attacks that convert into overhead that you can just keep mixing up so fast that it's really hard to block this variation actually. And he's pretty safe in this variation. So I'm guessing we just have to wait for somebody to come out and show the world how this variation can be played. In my opinion, this variation can make Ermac an A+ at least character. Now let's move on to the next A tier character, and that is Aaron Black. When the game came out, you know, after the Fatal 8 tournament, the Sonic Fox dominated like pretty much everybody with ease with this Aaron Black character, and he has shown the world, you know, that this character can be great. But after, you know, so much time has passed now, like 7-8 months, people have figured out how to play against him, and Aaron Black pretty much from this distance pretty much loses his stuff. He's bad zoner. I mean, that's just bad, and that's just gimmick. That just can be easily blocked. His outlaw variation, he's most used, and it's his best variation in my opinion. Although Gunslinger doesn't fall back that much behind, but his cheapest tool is this string here. It has I wake up, it follows you pretty much auto, and if you try to block this, they can just run on top of you. So if you can just avoid this move, pretty much you are avoiding the best tool Aaron Black has. Slide is highly punishable, the sand trap is highly punishable, and you know, so he can be punished actually pretty easy. Although he has this low and overhead mix-ups that can lead to a lot of, you know, combos and whatnot, but in the end, if you just keep your distance and are aware the places and like the footsies, Aaron Black isn't that hard to beat actually. His other variations like Marksman aren't that good. They are slow and bad zoners, you know, and a lot of crazy things. Although Marksman has some special abilities, considering his long rifle move. His 3-hit long rifle move can break unbreakable armor. So this is actually one move in the game that can break like Cassie's invincible Nutcracker, or Ferrator's run, or Goros punch walk. But it's so slow, that move, that I like actually doing that in the game, breaking these armors. I'm not seeing it happening anytime soon. So our next character in this A tier list is Scorpion. Scorpion isn't the worst character in this game. That's great news. His worst variation, of course, is Inferno. That's an online variation that people use. But in my opinion, his best variation is either Ninjutsu or Hellfire. I really haven't figured that one out yet, which one might be the best out of these two variations. But nobody can actually figure this out. Hellfire has cancels, so but his cancels aren't that good as like Liu Kang's cancels or Johnny Cage's cancels, but those cancels are good. And Hellfire has like this projectile that's really not that good. He has unblockable move, and he has this fire like armor or whatever that can reset combos. But you know, Scorpion can reset anyway with whatever variation you want, so that doesn't really matter that much. But in my opinion, his best variation, by a little margin or just by personal preference, is Ninjutsu. I'm not a Scorpion player, so I don't really know his stuff, but if I make a Scorpion video online, I'm guessing I might choose this character, this variation, because of his normals. His normals are this, like the range of this move. Just check it out. Oh my fucking god! If you whiff something, or if you try to jump or whatever, it will catch you, and you know, if it catches you, it's a free combo time, and it's pretty much 30% guaranteed every single time, and you can always go for, you know, resets. But a second move he has is this one. It has, first of all, it has 2 hits, and you can just like mix it up from that situation. And great, one of the best armor breakers in this game is back 4. So once you get your opponent hard knockdown, this one will break most of the armors. It's really fast, 2 hits, 1 2, like 1 2 1 2. So that's something that's that the other variations doesn't have. Also, this hard knockdown will is insanely good. It will give you the range you want, and to wake up. You can take away like this wake up opportunities, and this overhead just gives you another way to get in to your opponent. Yeah, I'm not the Scorpion player. It's quite obvious, I'm guessing, but you know, just by the things I have observed and things I know that people use in this game a lot. His down 1 is 6 frames, so it's actually better than Kotal Kahan's down 1. I'm not kidding. It's really good. It has great hit advantage, so you can actually run in like you do with Kung Lao, and of course he is unbeatable in the air with his leg. So that's the reason why Scorpion is in A tier list. I think we have one more in this list. Yes, we have 2 more. The second, the next A lister is Demolition, Covert Ops and Special Forces Sonya Blade. Sonya is somebody that can be played well, but Sonya is high risk, high reward character. Her biggest tool is 50-50 into 50-50. Yeah, that's right, 50-50 into 50-50. But she is not safe on anything. she can be punished so hard in so many things that her frame data is bad. But her combos are easy. They get you a lot of damage on whatever situations you like want. It's she has the basic 50-50 or overhead low into a military stance. Then you have low mid and you know whatever. And military stance itself is double overhead that can break armors, it's double low mid that can break armors, and it's just grab into another grab. Also she has parries, really fast parries that can lead to high damage. She has E-crate that parries every single move in this game. That actually physically connects and not a projectile. And that can lead to a high 50, 60, 70% damage. But the biggest problem she has is frame data and getting in. She is useless outside the range, and she has a lot of bad matchups. So because of the bad matchups she has, like Grandmaster for example, Sub-Zero, she loses so much value in this game that she might not usually do. And our last list character is one of my early favorites, but then got nerfed, is Raiden. Thunder God is by far his best variation, and Thunder God is actually, I'm guessing, like A+ variation at least. But Master of Storms is a bad variation. The setting up takes way too long, and variationless Raiden isn't that good. Thunder God gets this insane 50-50 mix-up and run cancel and all these things are in this one variation. This phase pretty much gets only a teleport that doesn't really add too much to the game. So Thunder God loses, Raiden loses so much because of this displacer and Master of Storm variation. I'm guessing, in my opinion, the teleport should be his variationless special move. Then Thunder God would be, I'm guessing, S tier at least, if Thunder God had teleport as well. And that's the list characters are also done. Now we have a few more characters to go, and then we are done. It's a long video, I'm sorry about that, but I'm hoping that somebody watches this and get something out of this video. The first B tier list is Goro. Goro isn't some character to be messed around with, actually. I think that Dragon Fangs as variation is A+ variation at least, this one here. But where the A+ actually comes from is that people are not familiar with that variation because people don't play it. And since it's pretty much like Nero Black, when Nero Black came out it was so good, but now it just loses his value every single day. Somebody is not using him anymore, or just people have learned anything. So Goro is like next Nero Black in my opinion, that people now just starting to discover, and the small buffs they constantly give Goro will actually turn him into a beast, but it just takes a long time. In frame data or on the paper, this character is great, but he moves slow. His movements are slow, his frame data is great, his damage is average, but the movement speed alone takes him out so much that high mobility characters like let's say Liu Kang and Kung Lao just take him out so easily. Yeah, it's not really that hard to beat Goros, but good Goro players know how to use your lack of knowledge of matchup against you. But if you get familiar with this character, he can be won easily. if you know how to bait out the punch walk move. The next B list character is Genji. Genji is near the edge of being the worst character in the game, you know, but there are still worse characters in the game than Genji. Genji's main purpose is zone, and to be honest, he's not even that good of a zoner. It's not really that hard to get in, because you can pretty much low profile anything he has, and he can be punished easily on so many things, and once you get close to Genji, then it's pretty much done. And I'm guessing like 70% of the cast can get into Genji, not that hard. And if you take like the S plus tier list, they can get in easily. All the characters that we had Kung Lao, we had Tremor, we had Quan, Liu Kang and Tanya, they can get in so easily. Like there is no way Genji can keep away Tanya or Kung Lao. There's just no way. Genji cannot keep away Liu Kang. He can just do an armor flying kick full screen, and he is in, and then it's done. Genji doesn't have a fast armor move, so it will be broken. And I'm sorry, but Genji just doesn't have a great tools. Genji is a great beginner character. You can punish beginners with that so hard. He's a great online character, but on the other ways, he just isn't that good. His strings are bad. He's yeah, he just lacks so many things that I don't even know how to start with him. So and the last B tier character is Jackie Briggs. I know there are Jackie fans out there, you know, because Jackie has insane damage. With like high tech, you can do like over 50% meterless in the corners, but you know, I have not seen anybody actually do that in the game, because it takes so much time to get the buffs on that, you know, you are dead by the time you actually get the buffs on. Shotgun, after the last buffs, is now her best variation, but you just keep rocking low. You're not really that in danger, because her overhead has long tartar frames. You can just low poke it out of the overhead. Full auto, you know, online the spam thing, or you know, whatever, it works sometime, but it's still easily punishable. It doesn't do pretty much any damage. Full auto has, you know, like anti-airs and all these great tools, but the biggest problem that Jackie has is all her special moves are bad. They can, you know, whatever special move you block, you always pretty much are guaranteed a full combo punish. And you can just go there from setups to setup whatever. So imagine you play full auto against Cassie Gage Hollywood. You just miss one special move, she will get the full combo punish into a nutcracker, and she is guaranteed the mix-ups till the end of the round, and then it's done. You are done. Although Jackie Briggs has like great normals frame data on great data on the normals, but the moment you use a special move into block, you are pretty much screwed against any high tier character that I have mentioned before. I'm sorry, Jackie, but you just need more to be good. And the last only C tier character that I came up with is Jason. I'm sorry, but Jason is the worst character in this game. When I made this Jason Relentless video, I brought that out. Jason Relentless is actually his only playable variation, and Jason Relentless might actually be an A tier variation. I'm not kidding. Jason Relentless is an A tier, but that's as high as it can go, and you know, it's A tier in its full potential. You know, like this, like CR White Boy, Rio are like the only two players I have seen that have played Jason on tournaments, and you know that's pretty much as high as they can get, and they have played the character to the max, and I'm sorry, but that just doesn't work. Slasher and Unstoppable are bad. Slasher are insanely bad variation. It has easy damage, of course. It's a very noob friendly character. It has very easy, maybe the easiest combos in the game. Like Kenshi Possessed, it has really easy damage. But the moment you miss something, the low startups, you can punish pretty much. You can punish a lot of things. Slow startups, long recoveries, slow movements. You name it, Jason has it. So Relentless is only playable variation he has because of the Hunter and teleport things. But you know, to think that the damage goes up when you get damage is good in theory, but you know, it's something that sounds maybe good there, but it doesn't work that well in the real life. So that's pretty much it for my tier list video. I will put the timestamps or the time, like the time places, or I don't know, timestamps into the video description, so you can actually check out the video from the moments you want to. I made it short. Of course, there's like so many different things that I didn't talk about. That's obvious. But thank you all for watching, and that's my tier list at the end of this year. Of course, it will change after new characters. It will change when they patch things up, when they nerf, when they normalize, when they buff, you know, whatever. It will change constantly. But at this moment, it's like this, and I will make another tier list, I'm guessing, at the end of the next year, or I'm sorry, at the end of this year, 2016. And thank you all who watched this video. Please let me know, do you agree with this list or not, in the comment section below. If you like this video, please feel free to like this video as well. Just to end off this video, I would like to thank you every single person who watched my videos in the last year. I had fun with playing with you all, trolling you all, playing online, trying different characters, doing all these different things. So thank you all, and I hope we are getting more videos done the next I'm sorry, this year. I have to get used to saying this year. So thank you all, and have a great new year.